before I start up Prodeus, I think there is something kind of funny that I would like to show you in regards to this game. Hang on, I have to just grab this screenshot. So, where am I? Okay. Welcome back to Prodeus. I was going to stream this yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to. In regards to the last time I streamed this, I had a little difficulty seeing switches, right? And I was running around in circles. The very next day, the dev did this and tweeted, "Hope this helps." That might help, yes. That actually... Could you just draw like a big red arrow and have a big spotlight on it as well? That would definitely make it Vinny-proof. Good update. Much appreciated. So I don't know how much more of this campaign is left, but if I finish it early, I might do a couple customs. Because the customs in this were actually really good too. Portal? Trial rockets. Hit all targets in under 1 minute and 20 seconds. A little gratuitous. Why do I- whoa, I didn't need that. Okay. Got it this time. Definitely didn't need the auto map. Well, maybe it's there for a reason. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, let's try to go through glass. That's fun. Bunga bunga. Yeah, pulp. All right. Trial shredders. Okay. These are fun maps because they're very short and you just need to like... Already failed. Guarantee that was a fail. Back to 1-1. Oh, I see the speed at which you shoot. There's definitely an optimal way to do this. Like, not using both weapons, you know what I mean? Like, saving one. It's not so bad down here, chat. Oh, they do share ammo. Bunger, bunger! Shoot one while the other reloads. Can't. They share ammo. I can't stop saying the word bunger because of Bugsnax. It's really bad now. Even though that was a bungle, and bunger is not the correct word.
Oh! Well, yeah, we made the pulping really awesome.
Under a minute? Didn't feel like it was under a minute. I can definitely do that in under a minute. There's something, like, hidden in these levels, too. Maybe the auto map is, like, a hidden thing, I don't know. That wasn't perfect, but I think that was under a minute. Yeah. Just barely. Meltdown. So speaking of a meltdown, Twitter is having a meltdown over Nintendo doing stupid shit again. This is a good segue, I know. It's terrible. But it's true though, Nintendo... we mentioned it earlier for a bit, but Nintendo has stopped an online Smash tournament because of the use of something called Slippy, which is an online thing. I don't know the full story, I'm not a news... But, just some people wanted to play some Melee, and Nintendo was like, nope. Always one step forward, two steps back with Nintendo, and it's very disappointing that we still have to see shit like this. Like, this year wasn't hard enough. Couldn't they just let people, like, the few people that play Melee, that enjoy Melee, that are left? And I think Melee still has a place in the scene. You know what? I understand people are pissed because it's like, well, who cares? Just move on. No, let people enjoy Melee if they want. That's their choice. And if some people love it and want to play and use that high level of skill that they've acquired over, like, nearly 20 years, why not? It's not like you can buy Melee. You can only buy the new Smash. It's not taking sales away. And while some would say it's well within their rights to, like, shut down a third-party online service, which, by the way, has better online, I've read, than actual Smash. The one for the Switch. That's very disappointing yet again on Nintendo's part, that they can't just let this happen. So, you know, as much as I love their games, I've had lots of personal issues with the way they run. They're just not good to their fans, and the way they run their online division, like for takedowns and, you know, copyright stuff, it's just... they just keep shitting the bed over and over and over again. I'll always love their games as long as their games are good, but I really wish they'd just take a look at some of the feedback for some of their horrible decisions and how I don't know, I don't want to say anti-consumer, because it is that too, but it's like just anti-fan. Like, these are people who have stuck with Nintendo for 20 years or more, and they just want to play an old game online. It's like, we're all home, a lot of us are in, like, a new lockdown, or soon to be one, or whatever. Just let them have their fucking joy. Don't be so fucking joyless, Nintendo. So that's really what I want to say about that. I love them, but I hate them, and it's a shame because they could be so much better. They could be just a lot better. You've heard me talk about the Mario collection over and over and over again, so I'm not going to go into detail about it more, but that's another example of just like a dumb decision. Though there was an update that fixed some of Sunshine's problems, and it has full GameCube controller support. Like, you know, stuff that should have been in the game from the beginning. It's cool that they're patching it now, because there's only like 4 months left, and soon no one will be able to play it. So it's really cool, Nintendo, thanks. For the record, I am happy about that. Full GameCube controller support for Sunshine, and fixing some of the problems and adding, like, the camera controls, fine. You know, that's good. Thank you. But the bare minimum, always. I also hate the way they communicated this year. Like, you can justify it a little bit because of, like, COVID and stuff, and I understand that. But they just communicated so poorly. We didn't even know what games they had for this year, up until, like, a couple months ago. And it's not much. I mean, it's just ports. A lot of ports, and Hyrule Warriors with subpar frame rates. Now again, I'm excited about Hyrule Warriors with subpar frame rates, and I do think Pikmin 3 is probably a game people did not check out on the Wii U, mostly. And I hear it's a really good version of the game. So I'm gonna be fair and say that that's cool and everything. But I guess I was just hoping for a little bit more for this holiday season than just stanky ports. So, why am I sniffling? Oh, I have allergies. I've been, like, congested all day. Speaking of, does anyone have any good, like, ideas for how to, like, when your nose is kind of just congested with nothing in there? Like, how do you free that up? Is there, like, do I need Vicks? Is there, like, an essential oil? Do I put a straw? Neti pot. Humidifier. Hot water with ginger slices, lemon and honey. Sudafed? I don't know if I want to do that. Mint or peppermint. Tea flavored with mint or peppermint. Okay. Yeah, it sucks. It's been like this all day. I mean, I am also crying over the death of Nintendo, but that's a different story. They're doing better than ever. The Switch is still like the best-selling console. I don't know how it's going to be after this month, but this might be the best they've ever done. But as I've said a million times before, people didn't want to hear this because I was, of all people, was shitting on Nintendo, but saying that when they eat a little bit of humble pie and they start doing kind of shitty in the market, they usually do some of their best work. And then when they're on top, they get complacent and dumb and greedy. It's like that with a lot of companies, though. Look at Microsoft. Who the fuck would have thought Microsoft would be the most, like, pro-consumer company at the moment? Aside from their horrendous Windows 10 store, as we discovered last night with the Minecraft stream. But, I'm talking about Game Pass. I'm talking about, like, them putting their games on other consoles. Pushing for, you know, crossplay. Steven Smash. I mean, again, I'm not the biggest fan of the way Microsoft's, like, kind of bulldoze themselves into this business, but, you know, Game Pass is a good deal. I still like it. Vinny, don't worry, they joined forces with Bethesda to create the worst store seen on the planet. Amen. And again, that's why, like, just grabbing indie games has become really just a nice, low-stress source of, like, good games. Like this, Hades, Spelunky 2. Some of my favorite games this year were indie games with no hassle, low costs. You know, really, like, passionate developers who give a shit about what they make. I'm still on board with AAA if them, you know, oh god. Yellow card required, green card required. We still have... gotta find that stuff. I see the green card over there. Cadence of Hyrule is another one. Like, it has the Zelda stuff in it, but yet it manages to still be, like, really good and full of, like, content. Apparently the Skull Kid DLC is really good, and I may check that out at some point. I don't know if I'll stream it. I might. I was thinking about it. If there's, like, a little bit of a gap in my streaming schedule, I would consider streaming the Cadence of Hyrule DLC, because I heard it was very good. Someone said something about Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare being, like, one of the best AAA experiences in years. I wouldn't say, like, of all the games I've played, that was the best, but it was a huge surprise how, like, well done that game was. Warzone is so buggy. Yeah, we played yesterday, and we were caught in a lag bubble for a very, very long time. Well, I say long, it was like 5 minutes or so, or less than 5 minutes, but it felt like forever, and it ruined the game until the offending lag person left. But it's good. It's really good. I've enjoyed the fuck out of Modern Warfare and Warzone, and I haven't played much Black Ops, but I think I'm probably gonna stick with Modern Warfare more than I play Black Ops. If I need to shoot. Vinny does need to play Ghosts of Tsushima. Yeah, I've heard it was really good. Not really in the mood for a game like that right now, but I've heard it was awesome. So, yeah, best AAA, Yoshi's Woolly World. Technically, Part-Time UFO is a AAA. Vinny, will I convince you to play Guilty Gear? I don't know what that is, but I have people attempting to convince me to play Ghosts of Tsushima, Yakuza, Guilty Gear now, Knights of the Old Republic, Persona 5, just game after game after game after game. I just don't... I'm at the point where I'll just be aware of the suggestions, but when I see a game that strikes my fancy like this, I'll just play it. I'm sorry. I don't even know. Anime fighting game is Guilty Gear. Okay, got it. Vinny, you're gonna play Cyberpunk on release, right? No. I had the Cyberpunk conversation many days in a row. I'm honestly at the point where I'm sick of even talking or thinking about Cyberpunk, so I'm probably not picking that up on day one. If I get a code for it, which may happen, great, but don't expect a stream of it. Oh, it certainly could be. You know, there's a chance I would stream, like, a little bit of it, but I don't... I'm gonna say right now, that's not going to be a full stream. If I stream any of it, like a mission or two, like on 1 or 2 off occasions, that might be it. But you know everybody is going to be streaming it, so I don't feel like I need to fulfill this purpose. Vinny, will you play every single game in existence? Well, if you think about it, like the amount of games I've streamed over the past 10 years, it's a lot. It's a lot of different genres. Like, I know that there are some people that think I have limited, you know, like I really don't like to venture outside the type of games I like, but I mean the same can be said for like kind of everyone. You like what you like, but I play a lot of different shit. Just tonight, RTS, first-person shooter, Bug Snacks. Yesterday, Minecraft, Star Wars, Spelunky 2 the day before. Wait, no, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Was it? Yeah, it was. So I kind of just play a lot of different shit, but if you think about the amount of stuff I played over the years, it's a lot. What day is this? Yeah, I know, seriously. Vinny, do you ever just get burnt out of games in general? A little bit, but that's why I stick with the stuff I like and not what other people might like from me. If I just stream the games that I enjoy and that I like, stuff that I want to play, I don't get burnt out. But if I was like committed to Guilty Gear and Persona 5 and like Cyberpunk because it would mean views or it would make like an audience member happy, I would probably want to stop streaming. So I kind of do what I think is best for me and it works. And not everyone has that luxury. Like a lot of smaller streamers kind of have to follow the trends. And I'm very fortunate and lucky I don't have to do that. Holy shit. Yeah, Fall Guys was not exactly my favorite experience. It was cool. I mean, I enjoyed playing it once. It was alright. It was just a fun party game. Like, I felt like, oh, Mario Party kind of stuff. And Among Us, I am just so fucking garbage at. I enjoy playing it with people I like. Like, I played with Ross again the other day and a couple other nice people. And that was fine. I would do that again, like as a guest on someone else's stream. I'm really rubbish at the whole concept of the game, but I like checking it out a little bit here and there. But I'm just happy I don't like have to play it, so thank God for that. But I also am aware that this game is like completely mindless for a lot of my audience. Like it's just shoot after shoot after shoot. I mean, look what is happening right now. You know what I mean? There are people here who want like storylines. They want to be able to see what's happening. What the fuck is this? I mean, I like it. But I'm aware of what this is. I know that not everyone's into this kind of shit. That's why, like, I'm able to do a lot of commentary for this, as opposed to, like, StarCraft, where I have to, like, pay 100% attention. This is probably more fun for me to play than it is for you to watch, but I love it. I really love this. Oh, I don't have any... Uh-oh. I was hoping I had rockets. Nope. Okay, time to leave. I died too many times. Vinny, you forgot to nuke the VOD last night. I nuked the clips. The VOD muted, so I believe it's okay. But the clips I nuked. the CEO of Twitch made an announcement of how they failed their fucking streamers, and that they're gonna work harder to implement more stuff to help with the DMCA stuff. So we will see. I hope so. I hope that's correct. I really hope that's correct. They said that they were blindsided by it too. They didn't expect so many copyright strikes. Like, the music industry, like, again, they admitted their failure and said that, yeah, we were not prepared for this, and we didn't have tools for people to, you know, deal with this stuff. Like, better stuff, being able to cut out certain moments, being able to, like, remove the audio track. But they said that the music industry, like, you know, I guess I don't want to call it the RIAA, I've been saying that, it's been incorrect, but they said that they were blindsided, and just one day, it just got really bad, and people were getting strikes over and over and over again, and they didn't expect it. So I don't know how true that is. But since there's no real competition for Twitch, all we can really do is hope for the best. I know it sucks to say it like that and be kind of defeatist about it, but that's one positive thing, is that they are aware of how badly they've failed, and they're also aware of how fucking terrible the music industry is. So I don't feel like I'm screaming into the void. I know it's really easy to post kappas and be really nihilistic and terrible and be like, oh fuck, they're not gonna do anything, they fucking suck. But they have done some stuff over the years, and they've been at least good to me. Shoot the targets! It's just a shame, like, we all joked about Mixer, like, oh, Mixer's garbage, it's shit. You know, fuck man, I'm just gonna stay on Twitch, Mixer is such garbage. Competitors are good. Competition is good, and it keeps them from being too complacent. So it's kind of a shame that Mixer just shut down and wasn't more of a force in the industry. People mocked it for not being Twitch. Well, now people are wishing that there was a fucking competitor. I did too, because it was like, what is this? How's this gonna work? But when you have something that's been worked on for years, you know, almost 10 years of effort is put into this, and the back end is so advanced, and you know, it's a huge established platform, it's really hard for another competitor. Like, everyone that tried to start a new YouTube failed pretty bad. Like, when YouTube was at its worst, there was so many people that tried to, like, start their own thing, and it just didn't work. I mean, sure, you could, like, go someplace else. You can, like, start a new channel on Vimeo or VidMe or, well, you know, any one of these places that exist. But how much of your audience are you going to bring over, and are you going to be able to, like, make any money so that you can continue to make stuff? Now, clearly, money's not the only reason to make stuff. You do it because you like doing it. But if you like a channel, and the production values are really good, and you enjoy what they do, and no one's watching, and they can't make a buck to make more videos, and they have to work like a 40-hour job as well, that means less of that stuff. So it's complicated. And YouTube has still basically remained the only... Like, even Twitch tried to implement, like, a video platform. And they were like, oh, this is gonna compete with YouTube. Nope. You kinda just have to use both. Ahoy is like that. The production values on that channel are nuts. Ahoy is one of my favorite YouTube channels. Anyway, I don't know how we got into this conversation, but... essentially, without competition, we can only hope that Emmett of the Twitch peoples, Emmett Shear, does notice this and finds a way to hire more people or get the already existing people on the problem of the DMCA nonsense. Or legal reform. Well, if Amazon and YouTube really pulled together, like Google, really, like, tried to fight the way copyright is, in effect right now, they could have some pull. Something could get done. Those are probably the two companies big enough to fight it. Will they? I kinda doubt it. I've been waiting for this moment for all my life, chat. The quad shotgun. Oh my god, it's so good. I fucking love this thing. Russian Overkill had this. Duke Nukem Advance, weirdly enough, of all the Duke Nukem games to have this, it was the Game Boy Advance one. But, yeah, quad shotguns aren't exactly new. It's just nice to see it implemented. Like, the double shotgun is great. I love double shotguns in video games, but this is the shit. I can't tell what's blood, what's lava, and what's acid. I just realized that this gun is very much like Zorg's gun. Jean-Emmanuel Baptiste... what's his name? What's Zorg's full name? Well, it's like the Zorg gun from Fifth Element, where he locks on and then he just shoots. Is Jean-Baptiste Emmanuel Zorg? Yep. That dude's in the news a lot lately. Yeah, I didn't expect to see Zorg trending on the internet today, but this is this is the world we live in. But if you haven't seen Fifth Element, there's a gun that he has. Dude's played by Gary Oldman. It's the weirdest villain with the weirdest accent, like, ever. But it's really compelling in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it. But he has a gun that locks on. He shoots one shot, it locks on, and then all the other shots lock on to, like, go to that target.
Bring me the stones.
I want to bring you the stones.
Not one or two or three, but 4 stones!
You got like a nickname? What do you got, like a shorter name? You know? Corbin? Me Corbin, you Lilu. Elu. Sorry, now is the time where I just quote Fifth Element endlessly. My favorite singular moment in that movie is still when Bruce Willis is at the door and the guy tries to rob him and then he goes... First of all, the hat is a picture of the hallway, which, in and of itself, is the most ridiculous idea. Like, he's wearing a hat with a picture of Corbin's hallway, so that when Corbin Dallas looks through the peephole of his door, he sees the hallway. And then when he opens the door, the guy has a gun. And then he takes the gun, and he's like, there's a very nice hat. And then he's like, you like it? It's just... What a shame that dude, that director, never really lived up to The Fifth Element after that movie. Like, I know he's tried. Vinny, I thought you didn't see Valerian. That's why I haven't seen Valerian. I was told just don't even bother. But hang on a minute, Valerian has that really cool intro though, doesn't it? Where, like, the aliens, like, you know, more and more meet with humanity, and, like, they shake hands, and then it gets scummier. The intro I've seen on YouTube, and I was told that's all you need to see of this movie. And I have limited time on this Earth. Not planning on going anywhere anytime soon, but, you know, we all do. It's just what Earth is. And so I decided against watching Valerian and the City of Tomorrow, or whatever the fuck the name of that movie is. And instead I was just like, yeah, I'll just watch Deep Space Nine again, that's no problem. Have you watched Jupiter Ascending yet? No, that's another one of those movies that just, from what I've heard, is just like more mediocre space schlock. At best. Horrible movie, don't watch. That's been across the board. Across the board. Horrible movie, do not watch. Vinny, watch Battlefield Earth. Okay. Confession, I have seen Battlefield Earth multiple times because it was on HBO all the time. But that movie's actually so bad it's good. It's just a disaster. You know, there's endless options for renewal. John Travolta's character thinks that humans eat rats because he saw them eating rats one time. And, like, there's one part of the movie, one point in the movie where he rubs a rat on the human's face. Why aren't you eating? And it's like a rubber rat, and it's really funny looking. Is it wrong I kind of like Plan 9 from Outer Space? I don't think it's wrong. I've seen that movie a bunch too. I have that on DVD. That's a classic bad movie. It's entertainingly bad. That's one of those, you know, it's classic. It's got a reputation. And Tim Burton made a movie about the making of that movie, so it's not kind of bad that you like that. Have you seen Titan AE? I have. I really like that movie. It's animated. That's a good sci-fi. How about Star Trek V? Yeah, we don't talk about Star Trek V. Manos and the Hands of Fate, I've seen that one a couple times. I'm a bit of a bad movie connoisseur. Well, I say connoisseur. I've seen several bad movies. But, I've told this story a bunch too, but, like, I used to get... Like, my friends and I used to have bad movie night. And the idea was, who can find the best, worst movie? Like, I was doing best of the worst basically before RLM did it, so they stole it from me. But no, my friends and I would do this, and I would go to J&R Music in Manhattan and buy DVDs of these terrible movies. And the problem is, 60% or more of the time, they would be unwatchably bad movies. Like, just painful. I guess just like Breath of the Wild, yes. Breath of the worst. Birdemic? Oh yeah, that's another fantastically shitty movie. How about Cool Cat? What's Cool Cat's new movie? Cool Cat cures coronavirus? Derek Savage is trying to make another Cool Cat movie where he, like, solves the coronavirus problem. And, I think YMS... He unblocked YMS Adam, and he was asking him for promotion. Like, hey, I'll put you in the movie if you promote the movie with several videos. And Adam, just live on his stream, was like, I don't know how to handle this, and he just blocked him. So, Derek Savage blocked Adam for talking about fair use in his video. Adam decides he has no idea how to handle this situation after he gets in touch asking for promotion, and then decides live on his stream to just block Daddy Derek instead. So, but yeah, I think it's, yeah, Cool Cat, it's like a 20-minute movie. I don't think it's a full movie. I wonder if Eric Estrada is gonna be in it again. There he is! You go very, very slow with the chain gun. So, that was a mistake. Vinny, I found out Disney's releasing a second Star Wars holiday special. I think this is what people meant by the second coming of Christ. Well, hang on, isn't it a Lego holiday special? Yeah, it's apparently, like, good and lighthearted, and it's not the holiday special with B. Arthur and, you know, it's not that. That said, they need to stop calling things the Star Wars holiday special, because the new update for Star Wars Squadrons, they're calling it the Star Wars Holiday Update. And it's like, maybe don't use the word holiday with Star Wars, because it conjures images of Carrie Fisher trying to sing after consuming much white powder. A dude with a volcano on his head. Lumpy, itchy, scratchy, filthy. Harrison Board trying to act, Mark Hamill with more makeup caked on his face than I've ever seen ever, because he just had the car accident. Star Wars cooking, and just bizarre, like, performances of Jefferson Airplane doing vaguely space-themed music, because I guess that's close enough to Star Wars. Can't forget B. Arthur. Well, for those that don't know, and I thought this was common knowledge, but the Star Wars Holiday Special was just after the first movie became a smash hit, and George Lucas was like, well, what more can we do? Maybe the network pressured him to do it? Like, we gotta keep Star Wars in people's minds. We should do a holiday special. And it was so bad and so reviled that Lucas vowed to destroy every single tape of its existence. Sadly, the internet happened, and now that is not possible. Damn it. It was in his contract, but he didn't want to do it, so he passed it to someone else. Was it in Harrison Ford's contract, too? The poor bastard.
It was in that moment I knew I had to love life more than I ever had. That fucking son of a bitch Lumpy taught me to love life.
And that's the spirit of the holiday. Wow. Someone said, I do think Lucas gets a worse rap than he deserves. Someone above that said, reminder that George Lucas produced Howard the Duck, and he's apparently proud of that one. There's duck tits in Howard the Duck. I'm really proud of that work. I really enjoyed it. It's, you know, I thought it was a good take on the character. It made me feel secure in the salad. That, and it's just not a great movie. He tried. I think he gave it his best shot. Tim Robbins was good in it. We go down there? Huh. Have you ever seen the John Ritter movie, Stay Tuned? I'm aware of it, but I haven't seen it. It's like a, what the hell is it? Like a Roger Rabbit type movie, right? And then there's Cool World with Brad Pitt, where there was also cartoons and a young Brad Pitt acting alongside them. Which I'm not entirely unconvinced wasn't just a Tyler Durden hallucination. That was too many negatives, and I don't know what I just said. I have no idea what my sentence meant. Not entirely unconvinced that it wasn't just a Tyler Durden hallucination. Not entirely unconvinced, so I'm convinced that it wasn't a hallucination. Too many negatives. Too many negatives. Or, instead of was, I could say, I'm not entirely convinced it wasn't a Tyler Durden hallucination. That would have also worked. And still would have been kind of like eloquent. You know you're good at words when you say kind of like eloquent. That's really like the test of a true wordsmith. And when you say all the time. Now, do me a favor, chat member. In your own personal life, take note of how many times you say That's a hard habit to break. It's very unconscious. And if you're doing streams where you're speaking for 4 hours or so at a time, ums and ahs are really, really common. Saying is literally the brain taking time to think about what you're going to say. However, you can like kind of train yourself where instead of saying or ah, you just don't say anything. Okay. Cool. So that's the campaign. It was good. Metal Gear Apocalypse. I have to check this out. Yeah, it just ends. There's still... This is, like, early access, but really doesn't feel early access. That was a good, like, 5-hour or so campaign. And more levels is good. One day, maybe, I will check out the rest of the levels when they get added. And more guns, too. Like, there were more spots for guns. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Colonel, I've infiltrated Scumhole. Did you see the new Bond from the Hitman developers? Did they show any footage of that, or did they just announce that it was happening? I do think that that's a really good fit for the James Bond franchise. I know a lot of people want GoldenEye, or something like GoldenEye, but James Bond kind of has always been about stealth and taking your time and infiltrating a base. So I feel like that's a really good fit. They could also, instead of James Bond, make the main character bald and call it Hitman. So there's that. But I want to see if there's an action angle to this. Like, I think Bond is probably at its best with a mix of stealth and run and gun, because the Bond series has always been about, like, you know, sneaky action. So maybe they can do a little bit of a different thing than they do usually. The fact that GoldenEye worked so well as a first-person shooter almost feels like a fluke. And if you play it these days, like, yeah, it didn't really age as well as Perfect Dark on the Xbox Live Arcade, like the one they released recently. I think if GoldenEye got a re-release, it would be good and people would still like it. But it would show its crust. I also feel like half the reason GoldenEye has such a legacy is the multiplayer was so unique for its time and so, like, for a console, it was really cool. The fact that you could get 4 people together and do a first-person shooter. And like there were awards and slappers, and it was like odd job. It was just a lot of fun. Man, I'm doing bad here. Vinny, did you ever play the Soulless remake of GoldenEye? Yeah, I had it. It was the one on the Wii. Well, it came to the Wii first. And essentially, it was Call of Duty, but GoldenEye. Here's what I'll say about that. If it wasn't called GoldenEye, and it was just James Bond game, it would have been better received. Because it was competent. It wasn't as cool as the original. It wasn't like, you know, like they just remade GoldenEye with Daniel Craig and did their own thing with it entirely. So you could use the word soulless, but I feel like there was a little bit more going on in there. So it was okay. Not great, but okay. Okay, next map. Truck Surfer 2. This is the new Truck Surfer. I've done Truck Surfer 1. I want to check out Truck Surfer 2. But, I think in terms of GoldenEye, the thing that makes me laugh the most is GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Oh, this is a cool one. So they wanted to have a game with the words GoldenEye on the cover, because they knew it would sell very well. But instead of trying to get the license to the movie, they just invented like a thing where your character has a golden eye, and he can use it to see things. It was so bad. In the GoldenEye movie and game, GoldenEye is the name of the satellite that's used to, like, you know, destroy anything from orbit. So when they made this game, they were just like, how do we use the GoldenEye name? Ah, we'll just give him an eye that's gold. It'll give him powers. The satellite was an EMP. Sorry, yes, EMP. I don't know how much I like this version of truck surfing compared to the first so far. Okay, now I like it. Now I like it. Whoa. Whoa. Good. Yeah, this is a user this is a user-created map, yes. It's like I'm playing an Inception game now. With these... Actually, no, the easy one is Matrix Reloaded. I like the variety of trucks this time. Compared to Truck Surfing 1. You have garbage trucks this time. Very appreciated. Whoa. It's like Mad Max Fury Road now. This is so fucking clever. Oof. Oh. Okay. Well, that's different. Whoa! God! Ammo and armor. Why is the reloading animation so jittery? It's a style choice, dude. Why is everything so jittery? Look at the gun shoot. It's like the old Doom animations kind of deal. Someone said it's my style. Yes. I agree, I like it too. But yeah, it's pre-rendered. There we go. Whoa! That was a big yeet. And that was really cool, but I fucked that up big. And this is all made in the in-game map editor that was used to make the campaign. Get some! Get some! Not good. Oof. I can't believe how advanced this map is for this sort of thing. I just got, like, big pulped. Ah! Oh, I have to jump! Oh. Yeah, bad timing. I was like, oh, I could time it with the jump and it'll be cool and chat will like it. Like that. Alright. Well, now I'm just showing off. Well, that was cool, too. I just want to show off the physics of how to, like, explode into goo in this game. That's all that is, really. Very advanced goo. It's a good thing I don't play test games. Okay, so now I have to worry about jumping as well. Can't make big jump. That's a little bit not as cool as it seems. Don't know if I can even control. Like, so I gotta jump from there. Get the sniper. Sniper's dead. Checkpoint. Whoa! Whoa! I knew it. Oh! Oh, this tunnel goes on forever. Going under the Atlantic Ocean. Long-ass map, too. I mean, it's mostly a long-ass map because I've died 150 times, but I got this. Oi! Go back to the truck there. Okay. Lemonade versus limeade. We need a poll in chat. I find limeade, I got some recently, and I just didn't like it as much. It's good, but it's got like the lime, like spiciness, and I don't always want that with my dinner. That's what I will say about that. Not spicy. Like there's a stank. There's like a lime stank. So I like both, but I'm gonna say at the moment lemonade might be my favorite. Yeah, the acidity's a little different. It's a little more bitter, but it's good though. I got the Simply. It's the Simply. You know what I'm talking about. Someone said lemonade sucks, chat. You will convince all of chat with that statement that you are in fact correct, and that your preference is the correct preference. And we will, years from now, we will have you to thank. Whoa. This is... what is this sequence? What is happening? I think I just missed most of it. But I'm kinda glad I did, because I was not sure what to do. Kill the red truck. Oh. Pink lemonade is good too, yeah. But the reason I tried limeade is because I heard it was superior. And I don't know if I think it is, but I can see why people like it. I like cooking with limes more. Limes definitely make for, like, love a good taco with a lime. Orangeade? Oh, I'm a huge fan of orangeade, yes. It's like, just inject the sugar directly into my bloodstream when I'm drinking that orangeade. It's delicious. The taco place I go to in Brooklyn, each taco comes with a lime, like a lime quarter. And it's just, it's the best. It's great. And a stanky scunion. It comes with like a steamed scunion or something. I don't know what it is. But it's really good. You can just bite into it. Maybe a scallion. It's big though. It's like a big scallion. But yeah, I get the carnitas, and I get the what the hell is it? Pork and borracho? I don't remember the names of them anymore now. Barbacoa. Thank you. Sorry I'm talking food at like 1 in the morning. I should really stop that. I'm gonna stop that though. I'm gonna stop that right now. The fuck is this gun? This is new. Huh. What's a rather interesting weapon? Why did I get pulped? Oh, because the truck is shooting like lasers at me. Yeah. Wow. Vinny, borracho means drunk in Spanish. Yes, it does. You know why I said that? Because there's a Mark Lanegan song called Borracho from his second album, which is really good. And he is drunk as fuck when he sings it. Vinny, you're probably thinking of chorizo. That's the other one I get. Yeah, I get the carnitas, the barbacoa, and the chorizo. I'm a huge fan of chorizo taco. I'm gonna stop talking about food now, as I said I was going to, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's what borracho was fresh in my mind because of that song. Almost. Pastor? Oh, what's El Pastor? What kind of taco is that? Marinated pork? Somehow we're still talking about food. I know, tacos are so great. I'm gonna have to get some tomorrow now. I will pay the toll of that stupid Verrazano Bridge just so I can get some good tacos in Brooklyn. Yo, plane. This was an amazing map. It went on for a while, but... It's like a 20... I did not expect 22 minutes. But that's definitely one of the coolest maps I've seen in a first-person shooter, like, made by a fan. We're gonna do, bug snacks in just a second, but, one day, I'm gonna come back to this game, and one day we're gonna check out some more customs. Vinny, the person who made that map is like a veteran Hotline Miami 2 level creator. Oh, cool, okay. That explains it. Last map. I'm not gonna play all of it. Just looks interesting. No jumping, please. What did it cost? Everything. Tonally, this is quite different. The fuck am I supposed to play this? Secret uncovered? Oh. I'll take that ammo. This map is wacky. First person Terraria. Whoa, this is not what was there before. Floor is lava now. The fuck? Christ. Well, this is a lot more than I was expecting from this map, so if this doesn't end the map, then I'm gonna probably just skip it so we can get some decent bug snack time. I decided I was going to stream it. I said to myself, people liked it, why not? Oh, okay, I'm dead. Well, that's a continue or a restart. Yeah, chat seemed to like it. Alright, you get the idea. But next time I come back to this game will probably be like a campaign update. And by then, there's probably even going to be even more interesting levels. Like Doom reproduction. You like Doom? Well, here it is! It's not the same without the music, but it's just cool that it exists. Alright. Chat, take a quick break. I know you're all here for the bugs. But Prodeus is very good and very addictive and a lot of fun. So, one day it'll return. But I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I decided to stream it because it was very enjoyable. Stick around for just 5 minutes or so, maybe less. And bug snacks up next. Take a quick break. If you're not into bugs or snacks, then I advise you click off and play some Prodeus. Stick around. Otherwise.